Okay, we have brought the oil that we're using for this recipe to a temperature of about 115, as well as the lye mixture, which is mixed with water and coconut milk this time. So I'm going to mix these ingredients together slowly, or pour it in slowly so it doesn't splash. Now I used coconut milk this time for the first time, and I noticed it did kind of separate, sort of like cream separates sometimes. So I'm not sure what that's going to do to the soap. We'll just have to see. But now I'm going to mix it with the stick blender to what's called a light trace, which means that when I put the stick through the batch, then I can see a little bit of a trace left from the trail. So I'm going to mix it now. Do this to get the little air bubbles out of the bottom of the mixer. I'm just going to get it to the point where the oils and lye solution are mixed together. And then I'm going to pour it into containers, because this is a swirl that I'm going to do today. And I can blend them a little more when I have the colors made up. Before I do that though, I am going to add the fragrance to the whole thing. And I'm using Walk on the Beach, or what's left of it. So I'm going to add that in now. And just kind of stir it in really good. Then I'm going to pour this batch into separate containers and color them. Okay, we're back, and I've made 4 colors that are kind of crappy. Oh, sorry. Yellow, brown, orange, and then the regular soap color, sort of a light vanilla color. And I'm going to be pouring these into the mold, which is over here. And I'm going to start with the brown. I'm just going to trace it along the bottom. And these are going to be alternate processes. Then I'm going to do the yellow. Then I'm going to do some red. Or sorry, orange, I mean. Then the ivory. And I'm just going to keep doing that alternately until I have the mold full. Okay, now that we have our soap mold full, I'm going to cover it with saran wrap, and then we will put it over in the blanket for 24 hours, and tomorrow we'll be able to cut it. It has been 24 hours, and I took the soap block out of the mold. Here it is. Here's what it looks like. Bottom, kind of neat pattern there. And I've scored the top and one of the sides to help me with my cutting, which is what we're going to do now. And I'm going to be using this soap cutter, which is just a straight edge. I have one that's got a wavy edge, but I like to use it for more just one color, because it gives it a little more definition. This has already got the marbled look, and I'd like to keep that as much as possible. So we're going to start with an end cut, which is to take the look of the freezer paper that got left over off. But you can see that the soap's going to have a pretty interior, and I can cut that up for little sample soaps. I won't cut this whole bar up for you because it'll take a little while, but I just wanted you to see what the pattern's going to look like that we made. A little different on each side. Colors came out a little better than they looked in the container. I'll cut one more. And then this soap is going to have to sit for 6 weeks on drying racks so that the air can get to all sides. And then the saponification process will be complete. So that's how you cut soap. Thank you.